Yo, there's a better way to communicate with individuals, especially individuals you're close to, without there being static that arrives. Consideration is the key. Being mindfulness is the key. Making sure not to like offend another individual. We gotta be more mindful and we gotta be more careful. And I know that doesn't always mean walking on eggshells, because nobody like doing that. I don't want no problems. I do my best every day to understand what's going on around me when I'm communicating with people. You know what I mean? One thing I need to work on, that all of us need to work on, is just listening better. My problem is when I'm giving my best foot to attempt to communicate with an individual, and then they get bent out of shape. Almost like, I don't know, I'm running a lap. I'm practicing running around the track, and I'm running, and like maybe my leg is acting up. Maybe I'm just having a hard time getting that 5 minutes around the track or something like that. If someone close to me see me, like, nigga, you ain't even trying to make your 5 minutes. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's not the most encouraging thing. Like, that's probably not always going to be what gets me around the track. There can always be a better way of communicating criticism in a more progressive way. I'm trying to work out of my regressive or anti-constructive, whatever, not non-constructive, however you word it, way of speaking, because like it leaves so much room for error, and I don't want that. I'm sincere, I'm making an attempt, and I try. That's something that I take pride in. So when people aren't listening, or they're letting whatever their feelings is get in the way of what's actually happening, or what's happening on other parts that they don't see, it's frustrating, very frustrating. I listen, definitely not perfect. I hear people, I try to catch what I catch. If information's coming at me at a rate that, you know, sometimes it's hard to catch. It's like, when you just start throwing like golf balls, like, yo, catch this, and you start having too many, I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck. Start saying like, nigga, you ain't even trying. It's like, come on, dog, like, that shit don't feel good. It can be offensive. And I guess, you know, you gotta have tougher skin if people are gonna be that way, but it's like, you shouldn't have to have the toughest of skin. The people who are close to you, for one, or people who are directly connected to the progress of your being, or maybe the beings that you are in charge of, or a company that you work for, whatever. There's always a better way of doing it. We just gotta be more mindful, man. Like, be mindful. This shit is hard, I know, man. Like, it ain't easy. I wanna go off on people too. When I'm under the impression that you really need, not really trying to hear the other person, it's hard. And it makes me go like, what's the point, you know? Yo, when you talking to somebody, if you feel some type of way, or if you're kind of disturbed about what it comes with or what it's involving, take a breath, take your time, get it. I just tried to share something very important with someone. They were really wrapped in on the point that they were trying to make, which is valid as hell. But then when it started being accusations, like, you ain't listening, or you only care because you don't want it to be. You can't tell me what I don't want or what I do. You can't tell me what I do think and what I don't think. You can speak on my actions. I'll take that. What you see, your perception, what you see, what I'm doing, that's all valid. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell somebody what they think, what they feel, what they want, unless they've told you that. What's the word for not thoughtfulness? When you're not being thoughtful, we don't even gotta move like that. When we act that way and things, we don't get a fruitful result of a situation, acting that way is kind of like evidence of why there wasn't a good result. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm not fighting you, like, I was having a conversation with this important person and they started elevating, and I'm like, yo, come on, hold on, wait. I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say. They're saying what they're saying, and both of us are valid in what we're trying to express. But they got so hostile that, let's just say, a security guard approached us like, everything okay? Well, what's going on? And I'm like, and I'm looking at them like, you see? And not saying that they were wrong for feeling how they feeling, or even like they're bad for like feeling elevated in the moment, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I get it. What I'm trying to teach my kids is something that I've struggled with for a long time over the years, and I'm getting a lot better at, is self-control, discipline, like when communicating, for sure. So many errors occur when people are exchanging information, whether it be the internet, whether it be in person, whether it be whatever faction of life. Like, quality communication is so important, as well as quality understanding. Processing info is best done when there's a lot of effort in the communication. But, you know, and I had another back and forth with someone who got a little hostile, and I wasn't a fan of it. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to tell them about how they respond. Like, yo, this isn't the best way to do it. In that situation, I believe it was a professional that was close by, and they walked in on, they was like, hey, you guys calm it down. When someone sees something from the distance and they like choosing to interject because they see it looks a little certain way, whatever they're seeing, like the people involved that they're looking at, somebody's doing something that they probably could be doing a lot better if it's drawing attention, unwanted attention. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be more, whatever you want to say, we gotta be more mindful. Like, we gotta be more cooler on how we approach situations that could possibly get heated or have an element of high temperature accompanied. It's important, man. We all want to be heard. I'm sure they wanted to be heard, but so did I. But I tried really hard in the moment to understand what was being said. And whatever I wasn't understanding. And then they got mad at me. It seemed as if they were upset at me because I didn't really get something. And that's fucked up. It's like, dog, when somebody's trying, like, and you want them to do better, you don't talk down to them because we want to encourage. Even now, or even in that situation, like, I wasn't like, I was feeling hostile. I was feeling like I wanted to be like, motherfucker, like, I had that in me, like, but I was like, that's not gonna help nothing. If you act like that, then y'all both are. It's not gonna go nowhere. And it didn't really go anywhere in comparison to where it could have, but it could have gone so much further if both of us in that exchange were doing our best to get our point across. Be mindful of your people, be mindful of how we speak and how we carry ourselves. Such and such, they just got hit by a car, or a plane just crashed, or there's a disease, there's a war going on. There's always a reason why, like, man, people have a justified reason to feel some type of way. It was like, so what do we want to do? Do we want to get better, or do we just want to keep making the same mistakes? I'm trying to get better, and I am getting better. People around me are telling me, like, yo, shout out to how you did that, or how you doing this. And I'm not where I need to be yet, but I'm making a real sincere attempt, and I need everybody around me who crossing paths with me or whatever to do the same, or else what's the point? So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, it bothers me because in certain ways, I don't want to drive people in certain directions. And if I ever do, it's never intentional. You know, like, I'm not trying to rub anybody wrong. I'm not trying to get under people's skin, especially my people close to me, people, friends, whoever. I'm not. And if you ever say, oh, you trying to, if you're ever trying to articulate and say, I'm trying to fuck some shit up, you're lost or confused, because no, the fuck I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm giving my best efforts with the best intentions towards the people I know I'm doing it. Pay attention, man, pay attention. And for whatever I miss out on, or I don't see, the mistakes I make, whatever comes to communication, efforts, whatever the fuck, whatever I'm doing wrong, I apologize. I'm taking accountability for whatever mistakes I'm making that I may not be aware of. But don't talk about my efforts. I know I'm trying. I don't enjoy it, I don't want it, I don't like it, I don't love it if I'm rubbing somebody wrong, especially if there's somebody important, you know. So as always, whether I like it or not sometimes, man, I drive you crazy. Skirt!